You might think February is too early to start your garden. The ground is still cold, frost is still a threat, and most gardeners are waiting for March or even April to plant. But that's exactly the mistake that separates small, disappointing harvests from gardens overflowing with fresh, high-quality vegetables. February is your secret advantage. It's the month that gives you weeks, sometimes months, of extra growth before the crowd even begins. And in gardening, timing is everything. Start now, and your harvest will be bigger, better, and earlier than almost anyone else's. Let's start with onions. Onions are not just a staple, they're a foundation crop. Onions sown in February grow into large, firm bulbs ready for summer storage or autumn meals. Begin indoors in seed trays filled with loose, well-draining soil. Keep them near a sunny window or under grow lights if the daylight is too short. Once seedlings have 2 or 3 leaves, transplant them into larger pots. Harden them off carefully before moving outdoors. This early start produces onions that are bigger, firmer, and more flavorful than those started in March or April. Space them 4 inches apart in rows 12 inches apart. Water evenly. Too much moisture can lead to rot, too little slows growth. Start onions now, and months from now, when everyone else's bulbs are tiny or miss the chance entirely, you'll be harvesting onions that practically fall apart from their size. Leeks are another crop that thrives on an early start. February sowing is ideal. Leeks are hardy, frost-tolerant, and slow-growing. Sow seeds in deep trays thinly. When seedlings are strong, transplant them into trenches. Each week, pile soil around the base to blanch the stems, developing those long, white shafts that make leeks so delicious. Leeks started now will produce tender, robust stalks ready for harvest by late spring or early summer. The reward for this early patience is enormous. A leek planted in February will outperform late-sown plants every time. Tomatoes and peppers are slow-growing and heat-loving. If you wait until March, you've already lost valuable growth time. Start tomatoes in small pots now. Keep soil warm, around 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep soil moist, but not waterlogged. Once true leaves appear, transplant seedlings into larger pots. Gradually harden them off before moving outdoors or into a greenhouse. By the time late starters are just germinating, your plants will have multiple sets of leaves, strong stems, and the ability to flower early. Early flowers mean early fruit. Early fruit means more fruit over the season. The same goes for peppers and eggplants. Start indoors in warm soil. Use grow lights if necessary. Early sowing is the only way to produce large, healthy fruits before the season ends. Cauliflower is slow-growing and loves cool conditions. February sowing is ideal. Sow seeds indoors in warm, moist soil. Keep them in trays under moderate light. Transplant seedlings when strong, spacing 18 inches apart. Mist the soil occasionally to prevent crusting. Provide good air circulation to prevent fungal problems. Early sowing produces crisp, tender heads. Weeks ahead of late-sown crops. A cauliflower started in February gives you first pick of the season, long before grocery stores even have it. Lettuce, spinach, kale, and Swiss chard all thrive in cool weather. They are fast-growing, hardy, and perfect for February sowing. Lettuce seeds should be sown thinly in trays, cold frames, or unheated greenhouses. Keep soil moist, but avoid waterlogging. Thin seedlings to 6 inches apart or harvest baby greens immediately. Spinach grows quickly and can be sown multiple times for continuous harvest. Swiss chard needs a similar approach. Early sowing ensures strong, large leaves ready for harvest while other gardeners are still waiting for soil to warm. Kale is frost-hardy and improves in flavor after cold snaps. Sow indoors or in cold frames, thin seedlings, and transplant to fertile, well-draining soil. By spring, you'll have multiple harvestable leaves, already productive while late sours are only germinating. Celery is a patient crop, but one of the most rewarding. Sow seeds indoors in shallow trays. Keep soil evenly moist and temperatures steady, 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Transplant seedlings into rich, fertilized trenches in late spring. Maintain even moisture. Celery is slow-growing. Starting it now gives it the head start it needs to produce tall, healthy stalks by midsummer. You'll see the difference between early start celery and late start celery immediately in size, texture, and taste. Broad beans are cold hardy and perfect for February sowing. Sow seeds 2 inches deep, 6 inches apart. Support climbing varieties with stakes. Peas are similar. Sow 2 inches deep, 2 inches apart. Provide support and protect seedlings from frost and pests. Early sowing ensures tender, sweet pods while other crops are still dormant. By the time others' crops are ready, your beans and peas are already producing, giving you continuous harvest. Carrots, beets, and radishes are roots that love early sowing. February is ideal. Carrots need loose, well-drained soil. Sow seeds thinly. Keep soil moist. Thin seedlings carefully. Early carrots are sweeter and more tender than late-sown roots. Beets require similar care. Sow thinly, maintain warmth and water evenly. Radishes are quick results. Sow thinly every few weeks for continuous harvest. Early radishes are crisp and tender, giving you multiple pickings long before others' crops mature. Herbs, especially parsley, cilantro, basil, and chives, need warmth and light to germinate. Start indoors in trays or small pots. Keep soil moist, temperature steady, and light strong. By spring, these herbs will be fully ready for transplant or container gardening. Mint benefits from early sowing too, producing vigorous, productive plants that spread quickly and flavor your dishes all season. Early sowing herbs means fresh seasoning at the peak of your vegetables' flavors. Cabbage and broccoli are cool season crops that gain the most from February sowing. Sow indoors in trays. Maintain moisture and warmth. Transplant seedlings after frost. Early cabbage produces firm, heavy heads ready for summer harvest. Early broccoli produces tight, large heads with superior flavor. Starting now gives these crops the time they need to thrive. Now imagine your garden in March or April. The soil warms, the days lengthen, and everyone else begins sowing. Their seedlings are small, weak, and slow-growing. Your February started crops are already strong, robust, and ready for transplant or harvest. Your lettuce is filling trays. Your onions are developing bulbs. Your tomatoes are growing multiple leaves. Your beans and peas are climbing stakes. By the time their crops catch up, you're already harvesting, eating, and preserving. That's the power of starting in February. February sowing is overlooked by most gardeners. They wait until March or April, thinking the cold will damage their seeds. But the truth is, with proper indoor sowing, cold frames, or protected environments, February gives your plants a massive head start. Timing matters. The difference between February and March sowing is weeks of growth, bigger harvests, and stronger, healthier plants. This is not just early planting, it is strategy. It is understanding biology, seasons, and plant growth cycles. Starting the right crops now creates a productive, resilient, and rewarding garden. Your February sown seedlings will become strong, mature plants that give continuous harvests. You will feed your family, save money, and enjoy fresh produce while late sours are still waiting for soil to warm. You are not just planting seeds, you are building a system that rewards you all season long. February is your window. Don't wait. Sow onions, leeks, tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, celery, kale, lettuce, spinach, Swiss chard, carrots, beets, radishes, and herbs now. Start indoors or in protected beds. Provide warmth, moisture, and light. Harden seedlings before transplant. Watch them grow strong. Watch them thrive. Watch your harvest arrive weeks, sometimes months, before the rest of the garden even begins. By starting in February, you gain an advantage that lasts the entire season. And once you understand this, you will never let another February pass without sowing. February is the month that makes the difference between a mediocre harvest and a garden overflowing with fresh, nutritious, vibrant vegetables. Timing, patience, care, and understanding your crop's needs are all part of the strategy. Every gardener who starts in February understands this secret. And now it's your turn. Start now, sow wisely, and your garden will reward you with a season of abundance, health, and satisfaction. Your February start is your advantage. Don't let it slip away.